This activity is entitled Exploring Multiplication of Integers Using a Grid. The objective of this activity is to verify the rules of multiplying the integers through a fun hands-on grid game using number cards and dice. Let's first understand the concept behind this activity. So we are talking about integers, and we all know that integers may be positive, they may be negative, and it might be 0 also. So we can have all types of integers. On the number line, we represent integers with a 0 in the middle, and on the right side of the number line, we have the positive integers, and on the left side of the number line, we write the negative integers like this. Now, when we have to perform multiplication of integers, we have to be really careful about the sign of the product which we obtain. So if we are multiplying two integers, one of which is positive and the other one is negative, it can be the first is negative and the second is positive. Both ways the product will be negative, and if they have the same sign, like if both integers are positive or both integers are negative, then it implies that the product will always be positive. Simultaneously, we should know that an odd number of negatives when multiplied together, like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 odd integers and they are all negative, being multiplied, the product of this will always be negative, and in case of even number of negatives, the product will always be positive. The material required to perform this activity are, we require chart paper for making a 7 by 7 grid. That means a grid having 7 rows and 7 columns. We need 40 cards which are labeled from -20 to +20, one integer written on each card. Then we require two different dice, one red in color and the other pink in color. You may prefer to choose some other colors as well. Then we require glue stick and scissors for the pasting and cutting work, and sketch pens, pencil and ruler are some of the normal things we require to perform this activity. So let's see how this activity can be performed in the maths lab. So to perform this activity, as you can see, we have placed all the material here. All these are the integer cards, and you can see we have written different integers on various cards here. Some of them are positive and some of them are negative, and mostly the integers which have been taken range from -20 to +20. Likewise, these are 41 cards which are to be prepared first. So apart from these cards, we have a 7 by 7 matrix here, in which we have this as the columns and these as the rows. So this is a 7 by 7 grid. Now we will be choosing the cards and writing the chosen integer in the columns or in the rows. And now these are the dices which we have to use. The red dice will choose the row number and the pink dice will choose the column number. And this is the observation table where we will be writing all the trials which we do and record what is the sign of the product and what is the actual product of the integers. So to perform the activity, first thing is we need to shuffle all these cards well, and without bias we have to place them upside down like this and keep on picking cards. Like if I pick a card here, I see that this is 2. So I can write a 2 here in the top left first column. And then whichever cards are being chosen, like I have 11 here, so I can write them randomly anywhere, and make sure that you are shuffling the positive and negative integers. Like here you have -2, so you can write -2 here and keep on choosing the different integers which you get. You get a -9, so you can write -9 here and write them randomly to complete all the rows and columns. Here you have -16, so I can write -16. Keep on choosing. The next one is -13, so you can write it here -13. And then we have 18, so I can write a 18 here, and followed by the next one I have chosen is 3, so let's write a 3 here, followed by the next one which is 19, so I can write a 19 here. Then the next one which comes out to be, let's take -6, so -6 can be written here, and then 2 more to go. We can take any card, so this is 12, so let's write here. And finally we have another card which says -3, which I can write here. So see, I have filled all the rows and columns, top parts of the rows and the columns. Now let us select which numbers are to be multiplied. This is an example which I have written here. So your trial starts with the second trial. Now the red dice, if I roll the red dice, it shows 2. 2 means the second row, right? And the second row contains a 3. So I have to write a 3 here, and the second number will be selected by the pink dice. So if I throw this, this is 1. 1 means the column 1, and that is containing 2. So this is +3 and +2. So since both the signs are positive, the sign of the product will be positive, and your result will be positive. 3 times 2, which is 6. Now likewise, you can do so many trials using the dice. Suppose in the third trial, you throw the red dice and it comes out to be 5. 5 means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is +18. The first number comes out to be +18, and the second number, let's roll this. This is 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is +12. So both positive again. So you get a positive result, and 18 times 12 is 216. So positive 216. That is the result. Now you can do as many trials as you want. Since I got all positive numbers, let's have one more case. So we have a 4 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 gives us -2. And the pink dice, it is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is -13. So this gives us -13. Now both negative integers will give a positive product, and 13 times 2 is 26, which is positive. Likewise, you can complete the observation table, and one more thing, you can actually mark which cells are covered. Like we covered +3 and +2. +3 and +2, so this is done. So this will fetch you the product of +6, that is. So you can write +6 also in place of this cell, and likewise here we did +18 and +2, so +18 and +12, sorry, and then this gives us +216 here. So we can tick mark, and if we complete all the grid, we will have 36 different products which the child can find using this activity. And that completes our activity on multiplication of integers.